What's up everyone, how are you all? Today we are back with third part of What if Naruto was abandoned by his family and chosen by a power stronger than the Nine Tails? And also check the description box to original creator of this beautiful creation. Konoha 1 week after the preliminary rounds of the Chunin exams, many people has heard what happened and was outraged at the demon and his whore made it to the final, but what more shocking is another Uzumaki who fell in love with that demon and asked to marry him. It sickens many people to hear this. However, the Uchiha clan was furious for what happened to Saya match and they want that girl Yakumo to pay, as Makoto is worried about her daughter as Itachi, Izumi and Fugaku was trying to comfort her. The Hyuga clan was shocked at this girl who has the same eyes as them but was furious as Hinata pathetic match as Hiyashi was disgusted by his disowned daughter performance. What more, she was humiliated and shamed for being that girl's slave as Neji told him and the elders everything and the true origins of their eyes. Hiyashi was also upset that Hinata sensei was the cause of his weak daughter skills as he want nothing to do with her anymore and focus on Hanabi. The Inuzuka was furious at what happened to Kiba match and the death of Akamaru as Sume and Hana want to find that brat and rip him to shreds for making Kiba look weak. That not all their biggest fear has returned and she after Naruto and Yakumo for their power and convince them to join her village. Many people are thinking that was a good idea, but the Hokage denies it as he told them that Naruto is the heir of the Uzumaki clan, and he take everything including the swirls and seals that belong to the Uzumaki clan. Right now the council meeting in session with Minato and the clan head. The civilians council and elders council as they want something to deal with this mess as Jiraiya and Orochimaru were present since Tsunade is in the hospital healing the genin who lost to their opponent. Hokage-sama, we had to get rid of those two, they're dangerous, Mebuki said, crying for her daughter injures. I agree, that bastard humiliated my son and killed his friend, he a threat to the village, Sume said enraged. My daughter is fighting for her life after what that monster did to her, and what more, she insulted our clan, this can't go unpunished, Fugaku said. Hiyashi, are you worried about your nephew facing that girl after what she did to Hinata, Inochi said. Maybe, but that disgrace of a daughter means nothing to me or the clan as she brought shame to the Hyuga clan, and what more, her sensei was even more useless to teach her anything, maybe that why your son lost, Sume, Hiyashi said as Sume was growling at him but was thinking about this. Got one question, Kushina, that red hair girl Karen, is she really an Uzumaki, Shikaku said. What more, she wants to be with Naruto and her husband with 5 other girls, Inochi said. Yes, but she is working for Anko as she has the same mark as Naruto and Yakumo, and I won't let that snake bitch take him from me, Kushina said. Speaking of that bitch, what are we going to do? She here and want revenge for what happened to her clan, Kaharu said. Agree, as we did a good thing killing her parents but made a mistake letting her live as she now gotten stronger, Danzo said. For now we need to update our security and keep an eye on her as she will return and take what hers, Minato said. Still, what are you going to do with those two as they have no loyalty of the village and their cursed daughter, she might turn out like them, we need to execute them, Hamaru said. Deny, as they will destroy the village and Naruto will seize this as an act of war, Minato said. Still, through that girl Eri, she should be in the ninja academy with her own age as my daughter might be friends with her, Hiyashi said. Hiyashi, you know damn well Naruto and Yakumo won't let their daughter enroll in the academy as those teacher and other students will sabotage her education and make her suffer, Choza said. They won't, as Iruka will keep an eye on them, and if they tried to do anything then they will be executed, Minato said. We are getting off topic, we still need to do something about those two as my son is fighting that demon girl, Fugaku said. Kushina was hoping Naruto don't kill his siblings as she wants her family to be whole again and he can help the twins for the prophecy. Sochi, please come back, I want us to be a family again, Kushina thought. Tsunade came in with a sad expression on her face as the whole council noticed this. Tsunade, how is their injuries, are they going to be okay, Minato said. Well yes, but I have some bad news for everyone, Sakura was poisoned all over her body as it destroys her womb completely, as I sorry to say this, Mebuki, but your daughter will never become a mother of her own. Then Saya has traumatic mental injuries and many broken bones and her whole body have several degrees burnt on her. But that not all her womb is shattered, which means like Sakura she will never become a mother as well. Lastly is Hinata as she has burnt and poison whip slash all over her and her left eyes is damaged for good. But that not all her mental is unstable thanks to the seal and her lower self-esteem. What more, her body has been in shape since she has never trained in her life, and what more, her womb is damaged, But it might be a 10% chance she can be a mother, and if she does, her child might be pale and weak because of their mother weak body, Tsunade said as she was done explain. Mebuki and Fugaku was shocked and cried in tears about their daughter won't become mothers of their own and now was furious at this. Hiyashi was upset but didn't care about Hinata's fate as she did this to herself. That bitch, I kill her and that demon for taking my baby girl chance to be a mother. Mebuki screech. Kushina, your son and that girl will pay as the Uchiha clan will take action and march to the bastard home, Fugaku said as he left enraged at this. Choza, your son will be alright. But Lee leg may not be healed since that Suna boy damaged him too much, Tsunade said. Guy won't be happy about this, Inochi said. But don't worry, I will try to heal Lee, Tsunade said. Damn it, this can't go on, we must stop this madness, Danzo said. You're right, but how, as Naruto was beloved by Chakra, we can't do anything to him, Minato said as everyone was quiet. So that we let them do whatever they please, never as my clan wants revenge, Sume said. Same here, as that Uzumaki girl loves him, he will suffer for her crimes, Mebuki said. Don't, Naruto will end you if you tried to harm him or his lovers and daughter, Minato said. What more, that Otsutsuki girl, and he has 2 legendary dojutsu. If we banish Naruto, we will lose the chance of having more Rinnegan since he the last male Uzumaki, which is why we want him to be in the clan restoration art, Danzo said. Are you insane? No girl want to be with that demon, as none of the Civilan council daughter will never agree to this. Mebuki yelled. She right, Ino will be upset at this, Inochi said. Which is why I send some girls to sneak inside his home and take his seed, Minato said, shocked the council. Minato, are you crazy? Naruto will kill them, and if he knows you send those girls to him, he will destroy this village, Kushina said. We have no choice as Naruto has many bloodlines and dojutsu, as he must understand, as this is for the village, Minato said. Minato, the Gaki will hate you for this, Jiraiya said. I don't care, we tried to do things peacefully, but he still hates us, as he will do his job as a shinobi, Minato said. This won't end well, Orochimaru said. The council meeting was over as Minato was thinking about his decision to do this to his firstborn. I sorry, Naruto, but you gave us no choice, I hope you understand, Minato thought. Rookie's Pav. That bastard, I kill him. Menma said in rage as he hears Sakura, Saya and Hinata crying in tears about their condition and never become a mother of their own. How could he and those girls do this to us? He will pay, Mito said. That bitch, she took my chance to be a mother to Sasuke-kun, and now the Haruno family will die out, Sakura said. Why, Naruto-kun, why would you do this to me? Saya said, crying at this. My whole family and clan just kicked me out of the Hyuga compound, and what more, my womb is shattered as I have nothing now, Hinata said as she was crying that she lost everything and now homeless. That demon and his whores will pay, as I will crush that bitch in the finals, Sasuke said. Brother, kill that demon bitch. Make her suffer so she will feel the pain she causes us and the Uchiha clan, Saya said. Neji-kun, can you really beat that Otsutsuki girl? Is she ruthless and dangerous? Tenten said. I will handle her, as unlike the clan disgrace, I will win, Neji said as Hinata was glaring at him, but Neji brushed her off and left. Lee was upset at this, and now he in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Lee, are you okay? Tenten said. No, that boy crushes my leg and now I won't ever become a shinobi again as I done. Wash up, broken, Lee said while crying. That Uzumaki girl, can she really beat that monster Gaara? As we saw her power and it was scary, Ino said. Bring me the question how she is not living in this village if she from the Uzumaki clan, Ino said. And why she chooses Naruto as her husband, it doesn't make sense, Kiba said. I don't know, but that snake mark on her Naruto and Yakumo necks, I sense a dark power from it, and it turns out that snake woman Anko was behind this, Sasuke said. He right, and she uses to be Orochimaru sensei's student before she betrays the village, Mito said. What more, in the forest she after Naruto as she wants him and Yakumo to join her village, Saya said. I can't believe she kiss him, as Naruto was blushing red. How disgusting, Sakura said. But he knows her before, as he said she the women that saved him before. He might go with her to her village, Sasuke said. No, I won't let that bastard get away with this, as he will pay for what he did. Menma shouted. Same here, as me and Menma will take him down and get our titles back, as the Uzumaki clan will never be in that demon hands, Mito said. Naruto-kun, I won't let you leave this village, as you will become my pet and do whatever I said, Saya thought madly as she lost all insanity. So, you three who going to train you for the finals, Ino said. The 3 Sandens, as they will train us, Mito said. Yes, Orochimaru and Kakashi will teach me in Sage of the Snakes and Kakashi Jutsu, Sasuke said. Tsunade and Mom will teach me in Sage of the Slugs and Kunoichi skills, Mito said. Pervy Sage and Dad are training me in Sage of the Toads and the Namikaze Jutsu, Menma said. Good, because we all believe in you to crush that bastard Naruto, Kiba said. You got it. Menma, Mito and Sasuke said. Junin Pav. That bastard, he will pay, Kurenai said, upset. I can't believe this happened, and now Saya Sakura and Hinata won't become mothers of their own, Kakashi said. That bastard humiliated my brother and kill Akamaru, he will pay, Hana said. Yugo, what the hell have you teaching them, Asuma said. Nothing, as they hate me for what I did, but they more as the council want Naruto to be placed in the CRA for his bloodlines, Yugo said. That won't happen, as Naruto already has 6 loves, which 3 are here, but who is that Otsutsuki girl? Is she not in Hyuga? Asuma said. I don't know, but she has the Tensigen and want to be with Naruto, same with Yakumo and Karen, Uzumaki, Yugo said. That girl and him will pay for what he did to Hinata and Kiba, Kurenai said. Kurenai, I wanted to ask you something. What did you teach my brother and his teammates? Hana said as the other looked at her as well. I didn't teach them anything, and what more, I was worried about Hinata too much as I hold her back, Kurenai said as this upset everyone. What the fuck are you thinking, entering them to the Chunin exams without training? Hana shouted with rage as she punched Kurenai on the ground. I was trying to help them, mostly Hinata, since she has low self-esteem from her clan, Kurenai said. And now she lost everything, her clan title, her respect and her home. What more, she was publicly shamed by everyone in the exams, as this is your fault, Hana said, waking away as Kurenai was upset and cry into tears. She right, first you betrayed your former student and now Hinata has lost everyone because of her shyness and your teaching, Asuma said. Kakashi, are you going to train Sasuke? Guy said. Yes, as me and Orochimaru will train him to beat Yakumo, Kakashi said. Good luck, Kakashi, but tell Sasuke to be careful as Yakumo is ruthless and cold-hearted to anyone, Yugo said as she was upset at this. Are you not going to train your students? Asuma said. No, not after what they did, and I want their chakra to be sealed as they hate me forever, Yugo said. What more, Anko has returned and might convince them to join her village as she wants Naruto to be with her, Kakashi said. Kushina will never let this happen as she will kill that traitor, Yugo said. Same here, as that bitch betrays us after all we did for her, she now an enemy of Konoha, Kurenai said. Good, let hope we find her and end that traitor for good, Guy said. Anko Pav. Anko was in her village discussing the plan as her village are ready to start the invasion when Naruto match ending. She hasn't convinced Naruto and Yakumo to join her village yet, but she can feel the power from those marks she gave them and willing to join her. Just then Kin Dosu and Zaku came in bowing to her. Lady Anko, you wanted to speak to us, Kin said. Yes, as I wanted you 3 to train hard as I need you to get ready for the invasion as Suna is willing to join us to take down Konoha, Anko said. What about Naruto and Yakumo, had they made their decision to join our village? Zaku said. Not yet, as I will wait for them, but I won't be that long as Konoha will lose 2 powerful shinobi and it all their fault, mostly that idiot Yondaime and his whore for neglected their child, Anko said. I agree that boy has potential, but what make you sure he will agree to join us? Dosu said. Simple, I just tell him the truth about who I am, as my ancestor is friends with 2 people he loves, and since Karen is a Uzumaki like him, he will come, Anko said. Speaking of Karen, she going to fight that Suna boy as he has a tailed beast inside of him? Do we really need him? Kin said. Not really, he can live or die for I cared, but his power is useful to us, and once Konoha is crushed he will be dealt with, Anko said. Okay then, so then what about the Hokage and his shinobi? They are stronger than us. Do you think we can win? Zaku said. Yes, as me, Gurren and the Case Cage will handle them, as I had a secret weapon to give us the advantage, Anko said. You mean the Edo Tensei, but does it require living people? Kin said. Yes, as I have 2 shinobi from Kusa who I captured will be the sacrifice for summon the 2 Hokage, and what more, the Sound Ninja 4 will place a barrier around from anyone who tries to get in, Anko said. What about Kimimaro, is he still sick? Kin said. Yes, but not too worried, Karen will help him as she doing great in her medical skills, but for now you 3 must train hard, is that understood? Anko said. Yes, Lady Anko, we won't fail you, Kin said as the 3 left as Anko was now alone. Soon Konoha, my clan, will be avenged, and this time we will have our power back that you bastards took from us, Anko said angrily. In a megacure, Kayla was talking to the leader of the Akatsuki. I see, so the One-Tails will be fighting in the finals, Pain said. Yes, as after the invasion is over, I will capture him while killed his siblings and bring him here, Kayla said. What about the Kyuubi Jinchuriki? As our sources said his siblings have the fox power as we needed to complete our goal, Pain said. Don't worry, you will get it as well. For now let me handle this, and one more thing, I found the location of the Six-Tails Jinchuriki as he is hiding in Kiri on an island, Kayla said. We will handle him. Good work, Kayla. Zetsu was right about you, Pain said as Kayla bowed and left, but smirking inside. Fool, you Akatsuki are just pawns to us, as once mother is free, we will rule the world as Naruto-kun will be me and my harem sister husband and god, Kayla thought. Meanwhile Zetsu was speaking to the masked man as he told him about the plan of capturing the one-tailed Jinchuriki and getting the Kyuubi chakra. I see, well then it won't be long until my goal is complete, the masked man said as Zetsu was grinning inside. Obito, you are a fool, you're just a pawn to mother plan, Zetsu thought. Back in Konoha, Naruto was at his house with Yakumo, Hikari, Sonya and Kura as he told them about everything that happened in the exams. I see, so you will be facing your former siblings and Yakumo is facing the emo Uchiha, Sonya said. Yes, but what more, Karen is facing the Sandboy Gaara as I know she will win, Naruto said. HMPH, who cares about that, Tanuki host as he will fall, Sonya sound. By the way, Hikari-chan, Kura-chan, you both are hiding something from me, aren't you, Naruto said as the two knew they can't lie. Yes, Naruto-kun, but we made a promise not to tell you as Anko mother is our friend, Hikari said. Yes, as she is very good to us and Anko will tell you when she returns. We are sorry for hiding, Kura said. It fine, and I was hoping to see her again, but for now me and Yakumo need to train for the finals, Naruto said, but then someone knocked on the door as Naruto told the three to hide as they went inside the seal, leaving him Yakumo and Eri who awake alone. Naruto opens to see it was Iruka. Naruto, it been a while, Iruka said. What the hell do you want, fool, Naruto said as Iruka was shocked but calmed down. Well, I was hoping to speak to you and your daughter as I still think she should enroll for the academy, Iruka said, but sense a kunai coming at him as he dodges it and see Yakumo glaring at him as Eri was upset. No way in hell we let our baby girl enter the worthless academy, get the fuck out or die. Yakumo shouted as her aura was rising. Naruto looked at Iruka with a menacing glare. I suggest you leave right now, or you get to see your parents in hell, Naruto said. Iruka was shaking in his shoes. Please, Naruto, I know you think the academy will sabotage your daughter's skills, but I took charge of it and now change it better, Iruka said. I don't care, there no way we would enter our princess to that weak shit school, Naruto said. Wait, mama, Papa, Eri shouted as the two and Iruka look at her. What wrong, Eri, Naruto said. I want to enroll this academy, Eri said, shocking her parents. Eri, why are you happy with the training we gave you, Naruto said. Yes, I truly am happy. But I need some experience and this academy is the perfect place, Eri said. Sweetie, I know you're strong but you might be alone in that school, Yakumo said. Not too worried as I can take of this myself, besides I can sense other children chakra and it weak against mine's, Eri said. Naruto and Yakumo were thinking about it as they still no sure about this as Iruka came up to them. Naruto, please just give me 1 month as Eri will enroll to see it good enough for her, Iruka said. See, Papa, even this creepy ugly creature can agree with me, Eri said as Iruka was upset at this insult. Eri-chan, are you sure you want to do this, Naruto said. Yes, as I mastered my chakra and learned powerful jutsu and I have my familiar with me, Eri said as a white dragon appeared on her shoulder. Eri, where you get that, Naruto said, shocking as Yakumo was impressed at this. He my summon as he came up to me and want me to be his master as I agree, but don't let his size fool you, he powerful, Eri said. She right, Naruto-kun, that dragon is powerful, I sense his overpowered chakra, Yakumo said. Well then, I guess I can let you enter the academy, but Eri, if someone mess with you beat their ass, okay, Naruto said. Right, Papa, Eri said. Naruto, seriously, you told her that, Iruka said. Quiet you, this is the shinobi world and besides this is the same thing I did, and one more thing, if anyone hurt my baby girl, me and Yakumo will kill every child in the academy and burn down this village, got it. Naruto said as his and Yakumo power rise, scaring Iruka. Yes, I understand, Iruka stutter. Good now when she starts, Naruto said. Tomorrow at 8 AM, Iruka said. Good now, get the fuck out. Naruto roar as Iruka ran like a bitch. Eri, I hope you okay with this, Yakumo said. Not to worried mama, I will show those monkeys their place, Eri said as Yakumo and Naruto was worried about influenced their daughter to be like them. But they don't give a fuck as they went to bed. Nighttime Pav. Many kunoichi came to Naruto house to have their way with him. This is ridiculous, why should we have our way with that demon first, kunoichi said in disgust. I agree, I would rather die than sell myself to that creature, the second kunoichi said. Enough, we have our orders, and this is for the good of the village, the leader said as she is Sherry Haruno's Sakura cousin, as she just like the others hating Naruto for being born, as she blames him for her parents' death and now living with her aunt. Okay then, the doors are open, let get in, Sherry said as 10 kunoichi were in but didn't see the alarm as it was off, and all door and windows are sealed. Fuck, this is a trap, the third kunoichi said as she and the rest are trapped in the cage with chakra seal on it. So, you bitches think you can come to my home unannounced, Naruto said as he and Yakumo came down glaring at them. Let us go, demon, and give us your seed, Sherry said. Naruto-kun, this girl, she a Haruno like that bitch Sakura, Yakumo said. Really now, Naruto said as he grabs the Haruno girl neck and read her mind as he sees and hears everyone and why they come here. So that bastard Hokage sends the 10 of you, yo, break in and rape me. Naruto said as Yakumo was pissed at this. That bastard, he will suffer for this, Yakumo said. Shit, we need to get out of here, Sherry said, but she was killed by Naruto as Yakumo finish of the 9 of them. That bastard, he will pay for this, Naruto said. What should we do, take him to court, Yakumo said. No, as I will send the heads of those whore to that bastard office and make his children suffer, Naruto said. Good, but for now let get back to bed, Naruto-kun, Yakumo said as he nodded and went back to bed. Next day, Naruto and Yakumo walk Eri to the academy as many civilian are glaring at this but couldn't shit because they will be killed. Okay Eri, this is your first day in the academy as you have everything you need, Naruto said. Yes, Papa, I do, Eri said. Good, make sure you show those weaklings who boss, Naruto said. We will pick you up in the afternoon, Princess, Yakumo said. Okay Mama, Eri said as she went in the academy as the two look at Iruka with a glare. Remember, fool, about our promised and threat, if anyone hurt Eri they and their families will die, Naruto said as Iruka nodded and went in. Naruto-kun, what did you do with the heads of Kunoichi, Yakumo said. Naruto was smiling as he looked at the Hokage tower. Meanwhile, Minato was about to head to his office as he heard Naruto enroll his daughter into the academy as this made him happy. When he went inside, he saw a big package and opens it to see his shocked and horror are the 10 kunoichi who he sends to get Naruto's seed or dead. He also saw the note as it from Naruto. Try that shit again and you whole family and the council, or next don't forget I can destroy this village and everyone in it. And also tell the Haruno family I said go to hell. Signed, Naruto. Minato was shocked and enraged at this as he can't do anything now but to tell the council and Haruno the plan failed. Damn it, Naruto, why you had to kill them, Minato said. Academy Pav. The classroom was getting loud as Hanabi heard about that boy daughter will be coming here as she wants to see how strong she is. Hey, have you heard we are getting a new student, a boy said. Yeah, I heard she's strong since her parents train her, but no one know who she is, a girl said. I hope she nice as me and her can talk about boys and paint our nails, a spoiled girl said. Please, she must be weak as big bro Menma has teach me to fight, Konohamaru said. Maru, you shouldn't said that, Moegi said as Udon nodded. Why, I'm stronger than everyone in the class, Konohamaru said arrogantly as the door opened, and it came Iruka as the class take their seats. Morning class, as we have a new student. Please welcome Eri Uzumaki, Iruka said as Eri came in looking at the class and a disgust look on her face. Hello, you're filthy, dirty, smelly monkeys, you will all die. Eri said smirky as the class is shocked and angry at her insult. Who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? A boy shouted. Wait, I know that name, she the demon daughter, why is she here, Konohamaru said but was sent flying to the wall as everyone saw it was Eri who punched him hard. Never called my papa a demon, worthless weak trash. Eri shouted as her aura was showing, scaring everyone. Konohamaru, are you okay, Moegi said as she and Udon came to him and was shocked as their friend face was bleeding badly and has a broken nose. Oh my god, Moegi shouted. We need to get you to the nurse quick as she and Udon take him to the nurse but glare at this girl. Hanabi was shocked at this and knew she found a worthy rival. So, this is the daughter of Naruto Uzumaki, no wonder she's strong, she was trained by him, Hanabi smirks. Eri is only here for a month to see this academy is good enough for her, Iruka said. What we had to deal with the demon daughter for a month, a girl said, but was slammed to the desk. What the fuck, I just said if any one of you called my parents demon, I will show you all true pain, Eri said as she looks at the girl with paleless eyes and smirk. So, she the only one in this dump has powerful chakra, she will be perfect to test my skills, Eri said. Iruka knew this will be a long month as the finals will begin. 1 month POV. A month has passed and today is the Chunin exams finals where everyone from all villages will come to see the next generation of shinobi and kunoichi. People has heard about Naruto was beloved by chakra and can use many dojutsu and bloodlines as they want to see it for themselves and wanted to hire him. During the month, Minato has told the council about the plan failed as Mebuki and her family was furious and wanted to take legal actions. But Minato denied them, seeing Naruto has proof to expose them all and will lose many of their business. Sakura was furious as she and Sherry was best of friends and will help each other, as when saw Naruto and Yakumo she tried to kill them time and time again but failed as this is too much for her injures and now can't even fight back anymore and now mourns for the loss of her cousin. Eri was doing well in the academy as she made those suffer hard, mostly Konohamaru and his pets, as they tried to gang up on her but get their ass kick every time, which this bores her. However, she did make a rival with this Hyuga girl named Hanabi, as she is the youngest sister of the failure Hinata and wasn't upset at Eri father actions, as to Eri's shock Hanabi hates her older sister because she was nothing but a weak disgrace to the Hyuga clan and she deserved to have that cage bird seal on her. Eri and Hanabi fought many matches in the 1 month as both was impressed with each other's strength, making them rivals for the strongest. Konohamaru was furious to see this demon daughter having the highest scores than him but can't do anything, as Iruka told his students that if anyone messes with Eri they and their parents will die. Eri made a representative for herself as she is called the Horned Dragon, as it makes sense for her as she has a dragon around her and that horn on her head which is getting bigger. Menma and Mito was shocked to hear their friend Konohamaru told them about Eri in the academy and getting higher scores than him and his friends. What more, Hinata was shocked to hear her former sister made rivals, as this made Hanabi get even stronger, which pleased the Hyuga elders and her father and wanted to thank Naruto for this. Hinata was crying in tears and knew it over for her since she was kicked out of the Hyuga clan and now lives with Menma and his family since she and Kurenai had a fallen out, and blames her for her weakness, which is true. Speaking of her sensei, Kurenai was upset as not only 2 of her students lost the match and was humiliated. Everyone look at her as whispers was going around calling her a bad teacher since she has a former student who now famous for her genjutsu and now surpass Kurenai. She wanted to teach Hinata again but she refuses, as this might be the end of Team 8 and knew it her fault. Right now, the stadium is filled with many important client and noble as they want to see the beloved Chakra by with powerful bloodlines and wanted to hire him and his team. Minato was looking around and see the cages are here meeting them. Welcome fellow cages, I expected you all have a fun trip, Minato said. Yes, Hokage, but we only came to see one of your shinobi who has many bloodlines and heard his was the disowned son of yours. Why? I asked as Minato flinch hearing this. I can tell you Raikage, that fool, and his family neglected him for his arrogant siblings who now was banished from the Uzumaki clan, and so is their mother. However, I heard the boy can use my jutsu. How is that? Onoki said. Yes, I heard he can use lava style and fought Zabuza and killed him, which is ashamed really, but also, he can use a sword. Good, I wanted him to join my village with his lovers as well, Mei said. It because he was beloved by Chakra as he only has the soul of the Kyuubi, Minato said as he explains everything to the cage as they were shocked. Remarkable, not only he has the Sharingan, Byakugan and Rinnegan but can change color with each element. This boy is the ultimate prodigy and you wasted away for 2 brats, I said. I agree Hokage, that was foolish of you. What more, his girlfriend became strong as well but was the former sensei of Kurenai, Yuhi, Mei said. Yeah, I heard she failed her student as the Hyuga girl who has the cage bird seal on her here was shamed to every and was beaten by that Otsutsuki girl who also loves Naruto, Uzumaki, I said. Same to be said with that red-haired girl, as she and Uzumaki as well, and must have heard about what your wife did. How pathetic, Rasa said, but to unknown to everyone Rasa was controlled by Anko as she knew he can't be trusted, so she placed him in a powerful genjutsu that will listen to her every command, as Anko was hiding in the shadows undetected by anyone. She was waiting for the time to plan the attack and start the invasion. The other cages might in her way, but she also planned this as well, but for now she will see her Naruto-kun and her harem sisters match. In the month when she sneaks inside of Konoha, she found many weak points and killed a couple of shinobi that is useful to Minato. She also saw Eri showing those beneath her in their place, as she might be strong enough for her, giving Eri more power. Junin Pav. All Junin came to see their students match, but only C9 as Naruto and his lovers didn't came yet. Has Naruto haven't arrived yet, Kakashi said. No, but he will, as Kayla match is about to go first. She won't miss it, Kushina said. To be honesty, I hope they didn't come, as I still enraged for what that bastard and his whore did to Kiba and Hinata, Kurenai said. That was your fault, Kurenai, you should have trained them from the beginning, and now because of your weak action and my brother's shameful defeated the Inuzuka clan can't look the sight of Kiba, as my mom was furious at Naruto and you, Hana said, glaring at Kurenai hard. I know I mess up and now Hinata hates me for what I did, as it just like what I did to Yakumo, and look at her now getting stronger and be someone she loves, as this has infuriated me to no end, Kurenai said. I heard she and Naruto killed that Haruno girl cousin and 9 of her kunoichi. I told you and Minato that plan is stupid, and now he has proof to expose us all. Hell, he might leave the village, Asuma said. We have no other choice, but now we really screw up, as Naruto wanted to kill his siblings even more, Kushina said. I hope nothing bad happened to my baby boy, as his sister was tortured by that girl and he might be next. She really is out of blood, Makoto said, worried as Fugaku was holding her. Yugo, are you still not worried about your students, as I know you still want to seal their chakra away, Kakashi said as Yugo nodded. Yes, both are too unstable and not loyal to the village, even know what this village done to them. They should forgive them and make friends, but now their hatred has grown, and since that bitch Anko has given them more power, it proves they are dangerous to the village, Yugo said. If I see that snake whore again, I killed her, Kushina said as Tsunade nodded. Rookies Pav. Guess Naruto and those girls didn't come yet, Tenten said. Who care, that bastard killed my cousin, and what more, that red hair bitch took away what is mine to be a mother, and now my family will die out, Sakura said as her hatred of Naruto and that girl has grown and vowed to kill them. I want my brother to kill that demon bitch, as when she did, Naruto-kun will be mine, even I have to take him away from this village and go rouge. Naruto is mine, Saya said as she won't give up on Naruto and use any force to have him herself. I can't believe his daughter is in the academy and showing those beneath her their place. She has become like them. She even made friends with Hanabi, Kiba said as Hinata was upset since what happened, and now her and Hanabi's sisterhood is gone, as she wants Naruto to pay and she will have his eyes again or there will be war. I hope Neji will be alright, as I worried Kayla will hurt him badly, Tenten said. No, she won't, as she acknowledges Neji's skills since he trains unlike his cousin, Ino said as Hinata glare at her. But that not the problem at Naruto, he will be facing his siblings again, as I hate to say this, but they will lose, Lee said. He right, Naruto was beloved by chakra and has many dojutsu, it will be over for them in an instant, Choji said. Guys, we can't give up, Sasuke-kun, Mito and Menma will win. Sakura shouted as she won't lose hope. She right, those three were trained by legendary Sannin, it will be impossible for them to lose, Ino said. I hope you're right, Kiba said. In the arena, Menma and the others noticed Naruto and his lovers didn't show up yet as them smirk. Guess the demon and his whores were scared to show up, Menma said. They must fear our power that they will forfeit the match, Mito said. HMPHU Konoha shinobi are pathetic, can your sensei that power, Tamari said as Menma and Mito glare, but they and everyone felt the vast chakra power as on K as portal open up, shocking everyone as it came out. Naruto, Yakumo, Karen, Kayla and their daughter Eri, who sees the genin and smirk. Sorry, are we late, Naruto said as Genma the ref told them they're on time. Minato and the cages saw Naruto but was shocked that Naruto looks different as his whiskers marks are gone. And his eyes are golden with fox symbol on it. What more, his hair it not blonde anymore but red like any other Uzumaki, which means he truly wants to be only an Uzumaki. That Naruto Uzumaki, he looks different, did he get a glow up, I said. May blushed at his handsome face and wanted him for herself. I though he was blonde, did he dye his hair, Rasa said. No, it must be his Uzumaki blood in him getting stronger, Minato said, upset at this. Kushina and the other Junin were shocked as Naruto looks, but more was Kushina as her eldest son has red hair now, which means he has embraced the Uzumaki blood in him. What happened to his eyes, it golden and not blue anymore, Kakashi said as he was upset. Naruto doesn't look like his sensei anymore. Tsunade was impressed but still was shocked at Naruto eyes, and it looked like fox on them. Could it be the Kyuubi? But how she wonders. My son, what has happened to you? While I happy you know the Uzumaki clan, I still want you back in our family, Kushina said. Yugo was looking at her student and knew they will kill her many times over if she tried to do anything. Anko was watching this in the shadows and grinned. Naruto-kun, you have gotten stronger. I can't wait to have you in my village where we can have a loving family with the other girls, Anko said. Naruto looked at his siblings and smirked as the two felt fear from their brother power. Loser, what happened to your eyes and hair? Menma said. And what more, why you look more taller than us and your whisker mark are gone, Mito said. Simple worms, I have a change up as I am the last male Uzumaki and since me and Karen are the last one left, we need to revive the clan, Naruto said as Karen kissed her lover. So Uchiha trash, are you ready to face your defeat like your pathetic sister, Yakumo said, making Sasuke glare at her. Bring demon whore, as I've been trained by Kakashi and Orochimaru as I'm a Uchiha elite and student of the snake sage, Sasuke said. Kayla looks at Neji and grin. You better not be weak like your failure cousin, Kayla said as Neji glare at her. It is fate for me to win, and as for that failure, never mention her name in my presence. As far anyone in the Hyuga clan, she is dead to us, Neji said, making Hinata upset at this. Alright, the finals for the Chunin exams will begin as the first match is Kayla Otsutsuki vs Neji Hyuga, as the rest will head to the stands, Genma said. Kayla-chan beat this fate-loving fool and make sure his cousin will see him lose, Naruto said as Kayla nodded. Papa, he is my rival cousin, he might be a challenge for Mama, Eri said as she saw Hanabi and the Hyuga in the seats watching this. I hear you and her fought many matches, did you win? Yakumo said. Yes, but Hanabi has potential to get stronger, it is ashamed she has a weak older sister, Eri said as Menma came up to her. You horn brat, you hurt Konohamaru and his friends, Menma said, but was punched in the chest by Eri. I see, so this is how that monkey boy lost every time you've been training him, how weak, you're filthy, dirty, smelly animal, Eri said as Menma glared at her and left. Naruto was at the stands with his group far away from the others as inside the seal Hikari, Kura and Sonya appeared but was only seen by Naruto group only. Time to see Kayla match in action, Sonya said. Neji and Kayla are facing each other waiting for the match to begin as the whole crowd was excited to see the fight, mostly Zetsu, and he was ordered by his mother Kagaya to watch his sister match and the capture of the One-Tails Jinchuriki. Mother, I won't fail you, Zetsu said as he was seeing his sister in the shadows. Begin, Genma said as both activate their Byakugan and charge at each other with taijutsu skills. Blow-to-blow hand combat was connected by Neji can tell Kayla was holding back a lot. Why are you holding back? Do you think I still weak? Neji said, feeling insulted as Kayla smirked. No, as this is only my 10% of my power, as it will be enough to defeat you, Hyuga. However, your skills have improved greatly. It's such a shame that you must pay for what you did to Naruto-kun, Kayla said. What do you mean I didn't do anything to him, as I know he was a brilliant prodigy unlike his weak siblings, Neji said. True, but you're that bitch cousin, as I won't forgive her or that Uchiha bitch for what they did to Naruto-kun, as they are weak and disgrace to real kunoichi everywhere. But I also sense you have the cage bird seal on your head as well, maybe I should activate it, Kayla said as she saw Neji felt fear. No, please don't, Neji shouted as Kayla was laughing hard seeing the scared look on his face. I was only kidding, but serious it over water style and wind style, great water wind dragon jutsu, Kayla said as she made two dragon of water and wind and charge at Neji but made a rotation shield to defend himself, but the attack was too strong, was pushed back hard. Aargg, damn it, Neji said as he was bleeding hard. How are you so strong, he asks. I trained every day by my mother for the sole purpose of being with Naruto-kun and my daughter Eri, Kayla said, shocking everyone. Wait, Eri, your daughter? I thought it was that Yakumo girl adopted daughter, Neji said. Yes, you're right, as since me, Yakumo, Karen and 4 more are harem wives for Naruto. Eri has 7 mothers, Kayla said as she closes her eye and opened to reveal the Tensigen, shocking everyone. The Tensigen, good, show me the power, Neji said as he and Kayla are still fighting. Rookie's Pav. Unreal, Neji is catching up to her, he might win, Lee said. Lee, she only using 10% of her power, and what more, she has the Tensigen, she is playing with him, Tenten said. Forget about that, she might hurt Neji for Hinata, foolish action, Kiba said as Hinata was furious. Why me, why did I do to make her hate me, Hinata said. You should know you and Saya are on Kayla's shit list as you both hurt Naruto and those other girls will help her, Shino said. By the way, Kayla said, Eri has 7 mother, who are the 4 we all know is Yakumo, Karen and Kayla, as we don't the rest. Can it be that Anko women in the forest, Ino said. It might, and if Naruto and Yakumo join her, they will be executed for betraying the village, Kiba said. Menma and Mito was furious as their brother might leave the village with everything of their mother clan, as they can't let this happen. Saya was raging mad. She didn't want Naruto to have more lovers or that cursed child to begin with. He was supposed to be at home safe from the shinobi world, but he was too stubborn. Damn it all, Naruto-kun is mine and only mine, Saya said. Junin Pav. Guy, your student is powerful, but it seems Kayla was holding back, Asuma said. What more, she has the Tensigan in her eyes, Yugo said. But still, what she said about Eri has 7 mothers, which means 7 girls loves Naruto, who are the 4, Tsunade said. I think I know one, that snake bitch Anko, as she is after my son. I won't let that happen, Kushina said. Did Anko convince him to join Otto, as he won't leave Konoha at his home, Kakashi said. No, as I was spying on him for a whole month and didn't see that traitor anywhere near Naruto, so he's still here, Yugo said. We can't let her take him or Yakumo, they belong to Konoha, as Shinobi Makoto said. She right, Naruto has all dojutsu and bloodlines, he is an asset to the village, Fugaku said. Sochi, please don't do this, we sorry for everything we did to you, Kushina said. Naruto, don't upset your mother, brat, she trying to fix things with you, Tsunade said. Cage Pav. So that the Tensigan, how powerful of her eyes, Mei said. Agree, too bad she not a Hyuga, as she might be the clan heiress, I said. But what she said about that young horn girl has 7 mothers, who are they, Onoki said. I think it her and 2 girls who with Naruto, but I don't know the other 4, Rasa said, still in Anko control, as she was happy to be Eri mother and trained her the art of snakes. Naruto-kun, I be glad to be that girl mother, Anko thought. The Hyuga clan was shocked to see Neji being pushed back, as they really want that girl to join the Hyuga clan, as she is perfect to train Hanabi since the boy daughter push her limits. Hiyashi, we must speak to that boy Naruto about letting that girl Kayla join the Hyuga clan, as Elder said. I agree, but she have a clan already, and what more, she won't forgive us for what that failure did to her boyfriend, Hiyashi said, as every Hyuga member was upset at Hiyashi's eldest daughter actions. We should have killed her instead of banishing her. We won't forget what happened in the forest. She has brought shame, a female elder said, upset. Hanabi was shocked to see this girl pushing Neji back, and it makes sense that Eri was powerful. I won't lose to you, Eri, I will get stronger and surpass you, Hanabi thought. Naruto and his group know one day they will leave this village and go somewhere far away, maybe Otto, to see Anko, as she is powerful. Damn it, Kayla, you didn't have to say that much, Yakumo said. It finds no one will know, well, maybe some, but it will be too late, Sonia said. Neji was on his knees, tired and out of chakra, as he knew it was over for him. Well, Hyuga, do you quit now, as you made me use 20% of my power, but it was still not enough. And I want to tell you this, Naruto-kun is way stronger than me, as I had to use 80% power to even touch him, Kayla said, shocking the whole crowd at this. Neji was hurt and out of chakra, as he tells the ref he forfeits the match. Winner by forfeit is Kayla Otsutsuki. Genma shouted. Everyone roared in excitement as Kayla went up to the stands to see her daughter Eri hugging her mother while the others are proud of her. Well, Donner Kayla-chan, but do you have to say 7 mothers, Naruto said. I know my mistake, but it doesn't matter, as they will know sooner or later, Kayla said. So, who matches next, Karen said. Sand Girl and Lazy Boy, Yakumo said. Oh yes, the demon host sister, I will make her suffer for lumpus real kunoichi to those fangirls, Kayla said. Rookies Pav. Neji went up to the stands as he was okay but upset at his loss. Neji-kun, are you okay? Tenten said, healing him with some cream that in her arsenal. Yes, but I was no match for her, and what more, she was using 20% of her power, and what worse, Naruto is stronger than her, no one can't beat them, Neji said. Speak for yourself, Hyuga, we are the next generation of Sannin, we won't lose to that demon, Menma said. Fool, have you forgotten you and your sister fought Naruto and got your ass beat dead last, so shut the fuck up, Neji said angrily. Neji, please calm down, Hinata said, but she was being glared at by Neji. Quiet girl, failures don't get to speak, not after your match, I glad the clan kicked you out, Neji said as he left. That bastard, I killed him, Menma said as he saw Hinata crying. I will speak to him as Lee want to head out, Tenten said as she and Lee left. Junin Pav. That girl is too strong to beat, Kakashi said. At least Neji is okay and not injured too much, Guy said. But still Naruto stronger than her, is she lying there? No way, Kurenai said. Have you forgot Kurenai? Naruto was beloved by chakra, it makes sense he's stronger than her, and since he was skills, He a natural prodigy, Asuma said. Asuma your student is next, can you win, Yugo said. Maybe, but since he too lazy he might forfeit, Asuma said. Kushina and Tsunade was thinking to ask Naruto to help his siblings after the Chunin exams for the prophecy to be fulfilled. Cage Pav. By the way, I've been meaning to ask what village she serve, I said. A megacure, but her teammate is dead in the forest, Minato said. Then are you going to invite her here to Konohame said, hoping the Hokage said no as she want her to join Kiri. I don't know, but for now let continue the exams, Minato said as he was thinking to convince Naruto to ask his lover to join the village. Rasa was quiet as Onoki was noticing this. Lord Cage, are you alright, Onoki said as the other Cage look at Rasa. Yes, I fine, I was waiting for my daughter match as I heard the Nara boy is lazy, I bet he will forfeit. Rasa same normal. I assure you he won't, Minato said as he saw Jiraiya and Orochimaru coming up to him. Minato, something not right with the case, Cage, Jiraiya said. What more, I notice several shinobi are gone as we can't find them, Orochimaru said. Minato was thinking about this, but for now he told them to stay on guard and leave the cage to him. Anko sees her former sensei and his frog fucker friend and smirk. Fools, by the time you figure it out it will be too late, Anko said as she saw Gurren and Kin with her. Lady Anko, our forces have arrived and we are ready to wait for the signal, Kin said. Good, how the other have you found it yet, Anko said. Yes, we found the door but it guards by root Anbu, Gurren said. Anko smile wickedly as she plans for this. How many of root shinobi in there, Anko said as Kin smirk. 1,000 as it must be important, shall we attack them, Lady Anko, Kin said. Not yet as we will wait for Naruto-kun and Yakumo match to be over, Anko said as the two nodded and left back to their forces. Soon Konoha, my clan power will be returned back to me and we will have our revenge, Anko said as her blood is calling the dead souls of her hubby clan. And the matches for Kankuro and Tamari is the same in canon. Cage, why did you son Kankuro forfeit and Hokage your shinobi is lazy as hell, Onoki said. I think my son no, he won't win against Minato, children of the Yakumo girl, Rasa said. And as for Shikamaru, I don't know what wrong with him, Minato said. Shikamaru, why did you give up that easily? Ino yelled angrily as Choji hold her back. Troublesome, but I ran out of chakra as I was too tired, Shikamaru said. You are one lazy ass shinobi, Saya said. Shino, are you okay with you matches, puppet boy forfeit, Kiba said as Shino was quiet but feels something off. I don't know, but now the real match will begin at Gaara turn, Shino said. The Jinchuriki of the one tail and that bitch is fighting him, I hope both die, Sakura said. She won't, she and Uzumaki, and she has the clan Uzumaki chains like Naruto, she will handle him, Mito said. What more, Naruto might have trained her to face Gaara as he has a weakness, Sasuke said. Really, what is it, Menma said as he was bonked in the head by Hinata. Water, Menma-kun, Hinata said, kissing him. She right, Gaara sand is weak against water and Naruto knew this, Sasuke said. With Karen chains and Naruto teaches she might be a powerful kunoichi, Saya said angrily. Junin Pav. Shikamaru, are you serious, Asuma said, groaning. Well, Kurenai, at least one of your students won his match, guy said. No, that puppet boy forfeit as I don't know why, Kurenai said. Kushina, how strong are the Uzumaki chains, Yugo said. Really strong as it hold the Kyuubi tight from freeing, which means Karen will win, Kushina said as she want to speak to her, and Naruto said. I heard Naruto train her, he might told her about Gaara weakness, Tsunade said. Well, I hope she win as Gaara will pay for what he did to Lee, guy said. Don't be so sure, he and Jinchuriki and gains power of sand, Kakashi said. Sand Pav. Gaara, remember the plan as we will wait for the signal and destroy the village with Auto Nins, Tamari said. Right, but first that boy has the soul of the Kyuubi who Shukaku and the others disown, I want to face him, Gaara said. Later, okay, remember Suna depends of you to take down Konoha so we can get more mission from them, Kankuro said. Understood, Gaara said as he went to the arena waiting for Karen. Karen, remember I need that boy alive as you can't killed him, Kayla said as Karen nodded. Sonya was glaring at Gaara as inside of his seal she sees Shukaku looking at her with disgust and hate. Fucking raccoon, I hope you suffer along with the others, Sonya said. Sonya, are you okay, Hikari said. Yes, but I want to kill that bastard brother of mine, Sonya said as she was held softly by Kura and Hikari. I know, but he won't be around that long, and as for the boy who is hosted, too bad he had to die, Kura said. Karen-chan showed this weak Jinchuriki not to mess with the Uzumaki clan, Naruto said. Crush him painfully, Yakumo said. Make him bleed, Kayla said. I will, Karen said as she went down to face Gaara as two looks at each other. Karen Anko called us telepathically as Karen hears her. Lady Anko, what are your order? Karen said in her mind. Make sure that Brad is still alive and able to fight, as when this invasion is over do what you want with him, as I don't care if he lives or dies, Anko said. Yes, Lady Anko, I won't fail you, Karen said as the telepath was off. The fourth match of the finals will now begin, Genma said. The fourth match between Gaara of the Sand and Karen Uzumaki begins, Genma said as the crowd cheer for those two. Naruto trained Karen over a month while she came here and told Gaara weakness. Also he gives her one jutsu that is super effective to Tailed Beast as he smirks watching the shocked of the Sand Boy face. Begin, Genma said as Gaara uses Sand Twister to attack Karen, but to his shock she made a chain shield to defend herself and use water-style Uzumaki chains at him. The chains made if water came out and hold Gaara, making him trap. Arrgh. Why can't I move or use my sand? Gaara said angrily as he sees Karen smirking at him. Like it, Sands boy, this is my results of training with Naruto-kun. You see, water is your weakness, and since my Uzumaki chains are powerful to hold even a tailed beast like your weak raccoon, Karen said. HPMH, you think you have this match in the bag? Please, I'm the son of the fourth Kage and the Jinchuriki of Shukaku. I won't lost to an Uzumaki girl who friends with that boy. My host sibling is, Gaara said as massive sand came out, shocking Karen and breaking the chains that hold Gaara, freeing him. Well, this will be a pain, but I won't lose, and I have my orders to beat him but not killed him yet, Karen thought. Well, Uzumaki, shall we dance? Gaara said as he and Karen rush at each other with taijutsu skills. However, Karen wasn't an Uzumaki for nothing as she uses her chain and strike Gaara down, making him bleed for a bit. Well, son of fourth, it seems you're weak, but I'm not surprised as the chain's still powerful. Give up now, Karen said as Gaara glare. Never, girl. Gaara shouted, making him use Sand Prison and Sand Tsunami to trap Karen in a box as she was worried a bit. Ha 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 ha, at this the power of an Uzumaki girl, how pathetic, but still I can't believe you're with that disowned son of the fourth. What worse, his tailed beast Kyuubi was the outcast of all 9 of her siblings, Gaara said, making Naruto and Sonya enraged at this. How dare that boy called me an outcast? I will end that bastard life, Sonya furiously said. Karen-chan win this match, Naruto said. Rookies Pav. Well, it seems Gaara is still more powerful even with that girl chains, Shikamaru said. But what more is, he says that Kyuubi is the outcast of her siblings, so wait, the fox is a girl, Menma said. Who cares, we have her power, and if she really is weak then she deserves to be the outcast just like Naruto, Mito said. Saya was grinning like a mad girl as she wants that boy to kill that Uzumaki bitch, so there will be one less girl who coming after her, Naruto-kun. Yes, Gaara killed that bitch, make sure she won't survive, Saya thought. Junin Pav. She won't lose, Kushina said as the others look at her. What do you mean, Kushina? She traps in the sand, she can't get out, Kakashi said. He right, Gaara has this match his in the bag, Kurenai said. But you all forget, like Naruto, she and Uzumaki's never quits, Kushina said as the other knew she was right and continue watching. Tamari and Kankuro knew their brother has won, so they weren't worried at all. Guess this girl is too weak, even with her water and chains she was no match for Gaara power, Kankuro said. I agree, this is over for her, Tamari said. Gaara was seeing the trap girl as he notices something not right as the ground shakes the area, shocking him, and what he saw was the sand prison being destroyed as a huge water fox with 9 tails came out. But it wasn't any 9 tails, it was the village nightmare, the Kyuubi no Yoko. This battle isn't over, Karen shouted as many people are shocked to see Karen was inside the water Kyuubi fox, making some Konoha scared and enraged seeing the fox. How can you do that and break my prison? Gaara asked, upset. I'm an Uzumaki, we won't give up, and this power was granted to me by Naruto-kun as he and I have something in common, a true Uzumaki values family above all and will protected each other. Now time to show you Jinchuriki of the Ichibi, what an Uzumaki can do. Uzumaki style first form chains of whirlpool, Karen said as the whirlpool appeared but was made of chains as Gaara was trapped in the vortex. Ha, this is nothing to me, tailed beast bomb, Gaara said as a tailed beast bomb can out and destroy the whirlpool, but to his shock it regenerate quickly. Sorry Gaara, but Naruto-kun helped me improve it, so it won't be easy to destroy it, but I not finish yet as I have 4 more form of the Uzumaki style, Karen said, shocking everyone in the stadium. No, you're lying, there no way some Uzumaki trash has this much power, you're nothing, is it just you and that weak boy who was somehow beloved by Chakra? I heard that his siblings and mother used to be Uzumaki but broke the family oath for power, I said it a good thing, Gaara said arrogantly. But then the whole stadium was flooded with the most killer intent as everyone saw it was Naruto who has a dark aura around him scaring many people. Karen-chan killed this bastard for insulting the clan. Naruto shouted and Karen nodded and glared at Gaara. You filthy sand peasant, the Uzumaki clan is the strongest clan in the elemental nation, and as for those traitors, never mention them in my presence, hell. They should be executed for the betrayal of my clan, Karen said as Menma, Mito and Kushina was upset and angry at this, well, mostly Menma and Mito. Now them, I think this battle is almost over. Uzumaki style second form Uzumaki lighting of Thor, Karen said as the lighting of Thor appeared and struck down Gaara full force, making the arena cover in lighting as Karen was out of the water Kyuubi and land down. Gaara was hurt but still wasn't out. You Uzumaki bitch, you think this is over? Never, as I still have plenty of chakra left and my Biju is helping me to defeat you, Gaara said. Please, I haven't used that jutsu yet, but since you call me a bitch, I will make you suffer. Wood-style wood dragon jutsu, Karen shouted as the wood dragon appeared and hit Gaara, pushing him back. I not done yet. Uzumaki-style third form Uzumaki shadows of hell, Karen said as shadows of the field arise and hold Gaara tight and punch him with powerful barrages and kicks. Gaara tried to block many attacks but it was too much for him to defend himself. How can you be this strong, and when did you learn wood-style? Gaara said, shocking. I was trained hard to be the best Uzumaki medic, and as for wood style, I think you should know, but if you don't then I tell you it was my Naruto-kun who teach me wood style, Karen said. The whole crowd was shocked to see this Uzumaki girl can use wood style and trains to be the best Uzumaki medic for that boy. Rookie's Pav. I don't believe this, how can she be this strong? Sakura said, upset as she only wants her Sasuke-kun to be strong. This makes no sense, it not possible, I don't believe it, Ino said. Her Uzumaki forms are powerful and what more, she can use wood style like Naruto, Hinata said. Damn it, that bastard, he is training her all of his jutsu as it belongs to us, Menma said angrily. This can't be happening, Naruto-kun was supposed to be with me, I was supposed to have all those jutsus, it mine, Saya said, pulling her hair out angrily. Naruto, your power will be mine as it belongs only to an Uchiha elite, Sasuke said. Damn you, Naruto wants me and Menma face you. You will give us all of your power and hand over the Uzumaki title back, Mito said. Junin Pav. First Naruto can use wood style and now his girlfriend too, Tsunade said, shocking. What more, she has been learning all Uzumaki forms, is it familiar to me, Kushina said sadly. We must find a way to make her stay here in Konoha as she wants to be the best Uzumaki medic, right, Kakashi said. Yes, I will train her along with Mito and Sakura with Shizune help, Tsunade said. Tsunade, that won't happen as Karen refused to be trained by you as she from Oto, which mean Anko must have trained her for her clan and Naruto, Asuma said, shocking the Junins. No, I can't let her taint my clan blood anymore, I will stop this even if it means killed my son and Karen, as that woman is vile and corrupted. She already give Naruto, Yakumo and Karen the snake mark seal on them. I won't let the Uzumaki clan go to a dark path, Kushina said. Kushina, you can't, it too late, Naruto is the last male Uzumaki and since Menma and Mito was banished he has every right and you know it, Yugo said, making Kushina upset at this. Damn it all, Kushina said. Cage Pav. Minato, that girl can use wood style, it must be Naruto who trained her, Jiraiya said. What more, I get the feeling Anko must have teach her all medical ninjutsu, making her more talented than Tsunade, Orochimaru said. Minato was shocked to hear and see this as he can't let Kushina clan go to Oto, but it might be hard considering that Naruto would take his chakra, killing him instantly. Naruto, please don't go to her, she dangerous, Minato said. Rasa was looking at his son and knew he can't win but hoped that this girl spares his life. However, Anko was controlling him to stay silent. Quiet, pawn, your son is a tool for my plan, as so are you, understand, Anko said in his head as Rasa nodded silently and obey. Tamari and Kankuro are worried for their brother as Gaara is losing and was on his last leg. Damn it, Gaara, don't lose, Kankuro said. Win this for Suna, Tamari said. Naruto and his group were impressed with Karin power and her Uzumaki skills. That raccoon doesn't stand a chance against Karin, Sonia said as she was hoping that brother of her dies. It over for Gaara, Hikari said as Kura nodded. Yes, and soon Karin will be victorious, Kura said. Hurry Karin, as I want to face that Uchiha and crush him like I did to his sister, Yakumo said. But remember Karin, I need him alive, Kayla said. Mama beat that ugly raccoon, Eri said. Naruto was impressed that his training with Karin was excellent and this is the results. Win this Karin-chan, Naruto said. Karin uses the snake mark to add her power as many is scared to see black marks on her. Now then Gaara, this match is almost over, Karin said. Bring it on bitch, I won't lose to you, Gaara said. Uzumaki style fourth form Uzumaki Grand Ocean, Karin said as the whole stadium was covered in an ocean-like state, but they are not drowning as this shocks them. What is this, Gaara said as he can't use his sand since water was everywhere. This is the power of an Uzumaki now, goodbye, Karin said as she called giant shark and attacked Gaara, making him unconscious as the jutsu was dispelled and everything went back to normal. Karin saw Gaara knock out as Genma saw this and look at Karin. The winner of the fourth match is Karin Uzumaki, Gemna said as the crowd was still in shock but cheer at this spectacular match. Karin went up to Gaara and heal him, but not that much, only for the invasion as his siblings came and take Gaara away from her and glaring at her. Karin ignored them and left to the stands as her friend came and hugged her. You did it, Karin, Yakumo said. You beat that raccoon host, but he's still alive, Sonia said. I sorry, but we still need him for now. Until then, Yakumo, it time for your match to begin, Karin said as Yakumo grins. Good time to show that Uchiha trash his place as I destroy his sister and he will be next, Yakumo said as Ito was happy to help her friends as she, like Yakumo, hates this village and her former sensei. After Yakumo match is over, at Naruto-kun turn, Hikari said. Yes, and those two will lose again, and don't worry Kayla-chan, I still have the jar to take all of the QB power from them and I will give it to you, Naruto said as Kayla kiss him. Thank you Naruto-kun, Kayla said. Rookies Pav. Sasuke, be careful, that bitch is ruthless and vile, she might do the same thing as Saya-chan, Menma said. Not too worried, I'm a Uchiha elite, I won't lose to a demon horse, Sasuke said as he left. Junin Pav. Well, this match is over and now at Yakumo vs Sasuke, Asuma said. This is bad, I sorry Kakashi, Makoto and Fugaku, but your son will lose to Yakumo, Yugo said. She right, you seen and heard what she did to Saya, and what more, she has that seal on her and her genjutsu skills are higher than mine's thanks to Naruto training her, Kurenai said. Not too worried, I trained Sasuke well, he won't lose, Kakashi said. I not so sure, Kakashi, Itachi said as he and Izumi came to the studium. Guess you both here and finish your mission to see Sasuke match, Fugaku said. Yes, but I think Sasuke should quit, I sense that girl power and it is strong for him to beat, Itachi said. He right, Lord Fugaku, what more, she won't forgive him and his friends for what they did to Naruto, as I seen your daughter acting crazy than usual, Izumi said. She must be after Naruto again, what are we going to do with her, Makoto said, scared. For now, cheer for Sasuke and hope he survive, Fugaku said. Cage Pav. So Teme, you think your student will win, Jiraiya said as Orochimaru smirk. Of course, pervert, as unlike you and your student I trained Sasuke well as he has Master Snake Sage mode, Orochimaru said, shocking Jiraiya and the cage. What you did, damn you Teme, Jiraiya said as he and Orochimaru butted heads, making the cage groan at this. Enough you two, Minato said. Why do you both acting like fools all the time, I said as the other nodded at this. Simple pervert upset that Tsunade won't love him because he a pervert, Orochimaru said. Hey, I not a pervert, I'm a super pervert, Jiraiya said, acting like a fool as the cage look at him. Jiraiya, you're idiot, Orochimaru said. Anko look at the two fools and glare. I can't believe I was trained by this idiot snake and his friend, I glad I left this dump of a village, Anko though. Sasuke and Yakumo glare at each other as the fifth match will begin. Everyone was excited to see this between Yakumo and Sasuke as cheers from fangirls are rooting for Sasuke and told him to crush the demon bitch, making the Uchiha family feel ashamed of their son, fangirls. This is why I don't want my son dating fangirls as they are toxic and weak. I glad Yakumo destroy Mebuki daughter Woon, can you image her have our clan blood with her child, Fugaku said. I pray that Mito wouldn't do the same, as if she is then I will beat some sense into her, Kushina said. Too bad they will be disappointed with Sasuke lost. As to be honesty, do you all think Sasuke stand a chance? His sister was stronger than him and look what happened. Yakumo show her no mercy, Izumi said. Not too worried Izumi-chan, Sasuke will win as Kakashi and Orochimaru trained him, Itachi said. But still, if she like Karen and Kayla were trained by Naruto, then Sasuke will have a hard time, Tsunade said. Not to mention she has excelled in genjutsu that even more powerful than mine, Kurenai said. And I get the feeling that Naruto must have teacher one of his jutsu. I hope it not serious, Kushina said. Naruto Pav. Naruto-kun, do you really think that Uchiha will win? Karen said. No, his sister Saya was stronger than him and look what happened. Yakumo-chan will crush that duckbutt Uchiha, Naruto said. I hope she kills him as all Uchiha are nothing but trash in my eyes, Sonya said, glaring the Uchiha and his family. Sonya-chan, I get you hate the Uchiha, but damn what they do to you that made you enraged, Naruto said as the others look at the fox women. One of them control me and make me his slave during Hashirama era as it was Madara Uchiha. I was living in peace and alone until that bastard used his red monkey's eyes on me and control me to be his pet, Sonya said, shaking in rage and tears. Naruto and the others are furious at this and wanted to massacre the Uchiha clan. What more, because of that Uchiha Jinchuriki was made as that wood-loving fool think all-tailed beast are mindless monsters as I tried and begged my father and siblings to help me and stop this madness. But they left me to suffer and told me it was for the greater good. That is when my hatred for my family and humanity grew over time until I met you, Naruto-kun, Sonya said as Naruto was shocked. Me, but why? Naruto asked. Simple, when before I met you, I hated not just Uchiha but Senju and Uzumaki, as Mito was the first Jinchuriki to hold me, but never us my power than your bitch of a mother Kushina who thinks I some kinda monster and use my power forcibly, and then you as you only have the soul while those brats have my chakra. However, when I met Hikari and Kura, they told me you will be different and during your harsh life you became stronger on your own and always respect those you care as I love you, Naruto-kun, Sonya said as she was hugged hard by Naruto. Thank you for saying that, Sonya-chan, as I won't use the Sharingan near you and that I promised, Naruto said. No, Naruto-kun, you're not like those red-eyed baboons, and you don't have their filthy blood in you, Sonya said. She right, the Sharingan you use is not from that bastard sage or his eldest son Indra, as it your own pure Sharingan, Hikari said. Karen was hearing what her Uzumaki ancestor did to her harem sister and cried. Sonya, I sorry for what my clan did, Karen said, bowing as Naruto did the same. It not your fault as both of you and Mito Uzumaki care for me, however it was those damn Uchiha that started this and I want them all dead, Sonya said. Agree, but for now let watch Yakumo-chan match, Naruto said as the rest nodded. Yakumo was hearing all this and was furious for what that bastard clan did to Sonya as Ito wants her to kill that Uchiha shit in front of her. Sasuke was looking at Yakumo and grin. So, demon bitch, is you ready to suffer as I will make you pay for what you did to my sister, Sasuke said. Yakumo sends her killer intent at Sasuke, making him sweet in fear. Uchiha, I will enjoy crushing you for everything what you and your evil clan did to Naruto and his friend Sonya, Yakumo said, shocking everyone. The fifth match between Yakumo Kurama Uzumaki vs Sasuke Uchiha will begin, Gemma said as more shocked were heard about this girl name as Mito, Menma and Kushina knew it was Naruto who let her have his name. That bastard, he dares give that demon bitch our clan named, I kill him, Menma said. Damn you, Naruto, Mito said. Yakumo rushed at Sasuke with a chakra-enhanced punch, sending him flying to the wall, hard making cracks. Wow, Uchiha, guess you're weaker than I thought if you can handle 5% of my power, Yakumo said, shocking Sasuke as he got up but was bleed in the face. This girl power it insane, just how much training did that demon give her, Sasuke said as he throws 3 kunai at Yakumo. But she deflects it and use fire-style fire demon fox jutsu. The fire demon fox appeared and bit Sasuke, making him scream in pain, but was dispelled as part of his body was burnt a bit. This is what you get for everything your bitch of a sister and your evil clan, as they will pay for making Naruto-kun and his friends suffer, Yakumo said. What do you mean my clan made that demon suffer and it not our fault? The boy is weak, his own parents never loved him at all, only their care for his siblings, Sasuke said. I know Uchiha scum as that bastard Hokage and his whore of a wife with her 2 ugly children made my Naruto-kun suffer, but that not all. Your clan was behind of the Kyuubi attack 14 years ago as some masked man who has a Sharingan eye on him, and it proves all Uchiha are monsters that need to die, Yakumo said angrily, making the Uchiha family glare. That not all you and you sister are monster and vile filthy creature as you tried to copy and steal those who work so hard to make, and your sister is a disgusting girl who tries to kidnap Naruto and trap him in her room as her slave. She wanted to have his kids and make him her pet, as I glad. I took her ability to have kids of her own. And that not all the fourth Hokage send some kunoichi including your pink hair bitch cousin Sherry Haruno to our house so they can steal Naruto-kun seed, Yakumo said smirky. Many people are horror and shocked at this as Minato and the Uchiha clan was furious at this girl as the other Kages look at him with disgust. Hokage at this true May said as Minato nodded, making her and the other gasp at this. Minato, what the fuck are you thinking? Neglected your son is bad enough, but to do this how vile, Onoki said. I bet you want him skills and jutsu since he was beloved by chakra and want to have it for yourself, Rasa said in disgust as Anko was hearing this and was enraged at this monster. Filthy Hokage, you just making this easy for me to convince Naruto-kun to join my side, Anko said. Rookie's Pav. That bitch, I killed her for called my clan evil. Saya shouted with rage as her aura was rising. What more, the Hokage tried to do something like that, why, Hinata said. Simple, Naruto was beloved by chakra and the Hokage made a foolish decision that might be bad for this village, Shikamaru said. What do you mean, Ino asked. I mean Naruto will leave the village with all of his clan jutsu scrolls and clan symbols since you're the clan head of Uzumaki, Shikamaru said. No, that belongs to us, he can't do that, Menma said. He right, it doesn't matter what happened, we were supposed to be beloved by chakra, not him, as we will take it back, Mito said. Junin Pav. This is bad, father, the Uchiha clan will be furious at this, Itachi said. I know, damn, that girl, has she truly hated our clan for what some masked person did to Naruto, Fugaku said. What more, I can't believe Saya would do this, I need to smack some sense into her, Makoto said. However, I told you, Kushina, it was a bad idea for you and Minato to do this, and now we might be in trouble, and what more, Naruto might leave the village, Asuma said. He won't, as I will stop him from leaving as he is my son, and I won't let him go, Kushina said. You won't stand a chance as he can resign or do something worse, Tsunade said as Kushina knew she was right. Yugo was worried about her former students leaving and might go to Anko village to stay. Naruto, Yakumo, please don't go, Yugo said. Sasuke was fighting Yakumo, but she was too strong for him as she was only using 20% of her power. What wrong, Uchiha trash, are you still strong enough to beat me, Yakumo mocked, making Sasuke glare harder. I not done yet, Sasuke said as his Sharingan was active and made several hand signs to create a massive fire snake jutsu to send it at Yakumo. Yakumo saw the fire snake and dodge, but she jumps up high and made water-style water wolf as the wolf came in and destroy the snake, making Sasuke shocked. Curse you, but I have this, Sasuke said as his left arm was coving in lighting. Ah, it was the Chidori. I see your sensei teach you the Chidori, Yakumo said. Yes, as this jutsu will kill you for good, Sasuke said. Oh, okay then, I have something to show you, and the crowd, Yakumo said as she made his Rasengan in her right hand, shocking Minato and his family. That the fourth jutsu, how you got it, Sasuke said. It was Naruto-kun, as he knows your sensei and master will train you in the Chidori, so he taught me the Rasengan, but I not done, Yakumo said as she added wind blades into it. This Uchiha is my wind blade Rasengan and it over, Yakumo said as she rushes at him while Sasuke did the same. Both jutsu clash, making loud noises until they collide. It was a stand-still, even matches jutsu. Ha, demon bitch, my jutsu is stronger than your, I will win this battle, Sasuke said, but see Yakumo smiling and grinning. You fool, I was only using 20% of my power, Yakumo said as she added more power to the Rasengan, making Sasuke Chidori push back until he was sent back flying to the ground hard. Everyone was shocked, mostly Kakashi, as his prized jutsu that he taught Sasuke has failed and sees his student on the ground. No, this can't be, how can Sasuke Chidori failed, Kakashi said. This is insane, what more, why would Naruto teach her the Rasengan and I didn't, now you can add wind nature into it, did Minato know about this, Fugaku said. I don't think he did, as it took him years to master the Rasengan and now Naruto taught this girl and add nature into it, this can't be possible, Kushina said. Sasuke sees his left arm damaged but still useful as he sees Yakumo coming up to him. The great Uchiha on the floor like a dog, how the mighty have fallen, Yakumo said as she punches him, kicks him, and beats him to an inch of his life, making the emo screams and begs her to stop. Rookie's Pav, stop this no more please. Sakura and Ino cried out as Saya was furious and wanted to come down there and killed her. Menma was furious to see his friend getting beaten while Mito was tearing up. No more Yakumo, please stop this, Mito said. This bitch, I kill her and Naruto with my own hands, Menma said. Menma-kun, please help Sasuke, he won't make it, Hinata said as she was crying to see this brutal action. I can't, but not to worried, Sasuke will make it, Menma said. Junin Pav, my baby please no more, Makoto yelled as Izumi was holding her but was scared to see this. Itachi and Fugaku was worried at Sasuke as they can tell he is suffering. This is unyouthful for that girl to do this, guy said. I knew it, she has become like the demon in her and now this village is done for, Kurenai said. Yakumo stops this as once Yugo said, but Yakumo didn't listen. Back in the arena, Yakumo stops and sees Sasuke beat up with broken bones and lost some teeth, but to her and everyone shocked, Sasuke was standing up and look at Yakumo. I not done yet bitch, Sasuke said as he uses Snake Sage mode to the shocked of Yakumo to see Sasuke eyes are snake-like. Snake Sage mode, my guess is Orochimaru trained you, but no matter as I have this, Yakumo said as the mark in her neck glow and surge of power was showing. Anko seeing this and was impressed to see this girl has mastered the power that she was given. Well done harem sister, I knew you have potential to surpass the power, Anko said. Kurenai and Yugo saw this and glare. Damn it, she uses that snake bitch power, and it seems she has mastered it, Kurenai said. Shit, we can't let this go on as I get the feeling Naruto might do the same, Yugo said. Kushina was scared to hear this and pray that Naruto wouldn't use that seal. Sochi, please don't use it, Kushina said. Orochimaru, Jiraiya and the cages saw this as the four cages was shocked. What is this power, it Dark Onoki said. It feels snake-like, could it be your Orochimaru, I said. No, but I know who, Orochimaru said angrily at this. Minato, we have to stop this exams, Sasuke won't survive from this, Jiraiya said. I know, but we can't, but has hope as Sasuke used Snake Sage mode, Minato said. Naruto Pav, Naruto-kun, have you mastered that power as well, Karen said. Yes, and I can't wait to use it on them, Naruto said. Hey Papa, can you teach me that, it looks cool, Eri said with stars in her eyes, shocking the others. She does realize we want Anko to bid her as well, right, Hikari said. What did we do to this girl to act like us, Naruto said. I don't know, but sometimes I worried, Kayla said. Same here, Sonya said. Gaara and his siblings felt this power coming from that girl as Shukaku told his host to stay away from her as she troubles. You too, Shukaku told me to not engage with her as she the same with that Uzumaki bitch that beat me, and if I had to guess her boyfriend is the same, Gaara said. Shit, then what should we do, forget the plan and head back, Kankuro said. No, the plan continues as I sense many Sunin nin around the village, Tamari said. Yakumo and Sasuke fight each other with taijutsu, but to Sasuke's shocked he was losing to her not just because his injures, but he can tell Yakumo is much stronger than before. No, how is this possible, me Sasuke Uchiha from the noble Uchiha clan losing to a demon? Sasuke shouted, but he felt punch after punch till he was down and see Yakumo looking at him with disgust. This is the end of you, Yakumo said as she grabs Sasuke in the neck, making him scared for his life. No, please don't kill me, Sasuke shouted with tears as everyone saw this and laughed except for Konoha Shinobi. Yakumo was laughing hard seeing this. Uchiha begs and cries for mercy. Sorry, but I won't it over for you, Yakumo said as she was about to kill him, but she senses a fire jutsu coming at he and Sasuke as she throws Sasuke to that jutsu, burning him as he was on the ground. Who dares interfere, Yakumo said as she saw Saya coming to the arena with tears of rage. So Uchiha bitch sister, you interfere the match and this is the result, your brother body burnt, Yakumo said wickedly. Saya, what are you doing? Makoto yelled as she saw Saya take Sasuke body and went up to the stands. Everyone was confused at this as Genma looked at the Hokage and nodded. Due to interference of Sasuke teammate, the winner of the match is Yakumo Kurama, Uzumaki, Genma said, making everyone cheer, but Yakumo wasn't happy as she went up to the stands as her new family was there. You did it, you won, Karen said. Yeah, but that bitch interferes as I was this close to kill that Uchiha, Yakumo said. You get him next time, is it now, Naruto-kun turn, Sonya said as the rest saw Naruto ready. Don't worry, this will be over in a sec as I can tell Menma and Mito has trained, but still weak, Naruto said. Beat those bastards, Sonia said. Crush them to dust, Kayla said. Make them beg for mercy, Karen said. Show them the power of fear, Yakumo said. Finish those scums off, Hikari said. Make them see despair, Kura said. Win, Papa Eri said. I will, girls, Naruto said. Rookies, Pav, Sasuke-kun, Mito, Sakura and Ino yelled as they rushed to see what shocked them. Their Uchiha is burn and have injures all over him, but what more, because of Saya Jutsu his tool is badly damaged and might not have children. No, this can be why, Saya, why did you interfere? Mito shouted as Saya glared at her. He was about to die, so I saved him, but it seems it might be too late, Saya said as she saw the medics came and take Sasuke to the hospital. Damn it, that bitch and that demon as well, they're getting too strong. We must stop them, Menma said angrily. I agree, which is why me and you will give everything we got to crush that bastard, Mito said. Please you two be careful, Naruto has gotten stronger and has 3 powerful dojutsu, Hinata said. She right, and we seen his bloodlines tried to find a way to stop him, Saya said. We will, as we are the children of the 4th Hokage and the child of prophecy, we won't failed, Menma said as he and Mito left. They better win, Kiba said. They will, as once this is over those eyes will be mine, Hinata said. Soon, Naruto, you will be mine, plaything to torture and loved, Saya said madly. Junin, Pav, my baby boy, Makoto said crying. Damn it, Saya, what the hell did you use that jutsu, Fugaku said. Father, we must head to the hospital to check on him, Itachi said as Fugaku nodded and left with his wife and the other 2. And now it up to Menma and Mito facing against Naruto. This will be bad, Kakashi said as he was upset that his student lost. Kushina was worried about her children, all 3 of them. She knew Naruto was much stronger than them and has 3 dojutsu as Tsunade, seeing Kushina scared and worried. Kushina, it okay, Menma and Mito were trained by the 4 of us, Naruto don't stand a chance, Tsunade said. Wrong, Tsunade, Naruto beat them many times before, hell, he even took their title, and what more, he has the legendary Rinnegan and the snake mark on him, Asuma said. What more, he beloved by chakra, giving him all types of ninjutsu and did many mission that made him famous, Kurenai said. And to top it all, that he cold, cruel and sadistic, that he might just killed those 2 with a snap of his fingers, Yugo said. Enough, all of you, we must have faith in the Hokage children and win. Guys shouted as the rest look at his shocked. He right, Menma and Mito will win, Kakashi said. Cage, Pav. So, the final match begins. Who will win the Uzumaki heir of the Hokage children, I said. I am hoping on that red hair boy as he has the same particle jutsu as mine, Onoki said. Same here, he has lava jutsu that might be powerful than mine, I want to test him, Mei said. Teme, are you okay, Jiraiya said as Orochimaru was upset seeing his student lost to that girl who has the seal. Anko, give her as she has surpassed him. I don't know, Jiraiya, as Sasuke was beaten easily. Just what kind of training did she go through, Orochimaru said. I don't know, but it now Naruto turn as Menma and Mito will beat him, Jiraiya said. Jiraiya, be honesty, do you really think those 2 will win, Minato said. He right, Naruto Uzumaki has gotten more powerful, Rasa said. They will, as remember, Minato, you. Tsunade and Kushina trained them in everything they learned and had the Kyuubi power in their arsenal, Jiraiya said. Anko was excited to see Naruto match as she almost closes to have him hers. Soon, Naruto-kun, I will have you in my village and then you can help me restore my clan of snakes, Anko said smirky as she sees the cage trying to break free. I don't think so, Anko said as she uses her power to make the genjutsu stronger, making Rasa obey her. It almost time, soon my revenge will be complete and Konoha will fail, and since the rest of the cages are here I can kill some of them and take control of their village for my goal, Anko said. Naruto was looking at his former siblings and glare as they made his life hell, and even after he beats them many times I still think they are better than him. Well, not for long. Soon you bastards will know true pain, Naruto said. The final match between Naruto Uzumaki versus Menma Namikaze and Mito Namikaze will begin as many people are excited and happy to see the Uzumaki heir and the children of the 4th. Many takes bets as they still think Menma and Mito will win, but they will soon know it will fail. Kushina and Minato are worried about their children, all 3 of them, as they knew Naruto will kill them with a snap of his fingers, but he wanted to see their power, while Jiraiya and Tsunade are hoping all the training in 1 month was enough to at least survive. They friend and families pray to Kami for their Hokage children to win, mostly Hinata as she was worried about her Menma and wanted to take Naruto eyes for herself. Anko heard her forces are ready as she was ready to give the signal, She can tell this village wall are surrounded and found many entrances to attack. She was also waiting for Kimimaro to come here and take care of the shinobi who dares get in her way. Naruto lovers aren't worried about this as they knew he will win and show everyone the true power and might of an Uzumaki as Karen want to see her king power. Everyone in the whole village is watching this on broadcast cheering for Menma and Mito while booing the demon Naruto. Naruto look at his former sibling as he can think all the time of them making him suffer and pain all because of this child of prophecy nonsense and what more their parents made him to be the scapegoat, but now he will make them suffer and broke them in the most gruesome way possible. While Menma and Mito glare at their elder brother with hate and anger as they used to have everything under what happened on their birthday and now they lost the Uzumaki clan title and traits. Their honor and some of their friends suffer because of him as they will take Naruto down and gain everything back. Alright everyone, the finals match is about to begin. Are both sides ready? Genma said as the three nodded. Good, begin, he shouted as the three rushes at each other. This is the end of you demon water style water gun jutsu, Mito said. Time to die loser wind style wind blade jutsu, Menma said. Both jutsu combine and was heading straight to Naruto, but he made a chakra shield which it sends the attack right back at the two, making them dodge the attack, but didn't see Naruto and his clone kick them back to the wall. Yet that did all that training in 1 month, as this is the result. How pathetic of the students of pervert and a drunk to think they can beat me, a god, Naruto said arrogantly. You damn demon, you are no god, you're nothing but a loser, disgrace to the family as you stole everything from us, Mito said. Oh, please you ugly Uchiha fangirl bitch, I did no such thing, as it was you and your weak brother who lost to me at the graduation exams, as you both are fools making a deal that everyone warns you both. But your pride and arrogance has led your downfall, and now I have the title of the Uzumaki clan as only a true Uzumaki can understand family, Naruto said. Fuck you demon, we won't listen to any word you said, let go Mito ne, Menma said as Mito nodded and accessed 3 tails of the Kyuubi chakra each. Oh, I see you using Kyuubi chakra, but it looks unstable. My guess is that pervert toad and the Hokage idiot wife must have trained you to control the fox power, Naruto said. Yes, demon, this power was your, but now it belongs to the saviors of the world, as we are the son and daughter of the fourth and will take you down, Mito said. Bring it then, Naruto taunt as the two attack him with the Kyuubi power, but Naruto dodges it every time, making them even more mad and increase the Kyuubi power. Stop moving demon and fight, Menma shouted. Stand still and let us hit you, Mito said angrily. Oh, what, can't touch me, how lame, Naruto said as he grabs Mito and Menma necks and hold them up in the air as everyone was shocked Naruto can fly and take them to the sky. Menma and Mito saw they were on the air, scared for their life. Let us go demon, Menma said. Are you sure, as you see what below you, Naruto said as the two looked down and pale white. Please don't drop us, Mito begged as Naruto laughs at them and slammed them down in the arena as the big crash was made. The crowd saw the smoke clear out as it was a horror sight. Menma and Mito were badly injured but still stand as Naruto was standing there smirking at them, but can see they still have the Kyuubi power. Guess I should take it from them, Naruto said as he made 20 shadow clones and told them to distract the two until he place everyone except his lovers and daughter in a genjutsu to make them see Mito and Menma are fighting his shadow clones while the real one is slowing, draining the Kyuubi chakra from both of them and place it in a fox jar, filling it up to 100%. There now Kayla's friends can extract the Kyuubi power, and those fools don't even know that they lost Sonya-chan chakra, Naruto said as he places the jar in his dimension and dispel the genjutsu, making Menma and Mito shocked that Naruto was in front of them. Are you fools done taking down my shadow clones? Naruto smirked. Demon, how did you get in front of us? Mito asked baffler. Secret, but we have a match to fight, Naruto said as he uses his Uzumaki chains to bind them as both can't use their chakra. Arg, damn it, let us go loser and die, Menma said. Never, I will make you both suffer, Naruto said as he uses his Sharingan, but it was white. Snow-style snow blizzard, Naruto, as the arena was in a blizzard, making the audience shocked that the rumor is true that Naruto has the Sharingan and change colors. Rookies pav. Shit, we can't see anything in a snow blizzard, Saya said angrily that Naruto is using the Sharingan without her approval. And what more, Menma and Mito are chain up and can't get free, Sakura said. Menma-kun, please win, Hinata said. Guys, it no use, this power of Naruto is too strong, it might be the end for them, Shikamaru said. No, we must have faith, this village and all of us are counting on them, Ino said. She right, we must believe in them, Kiba said. Junin pav. Well, This is bad. Naruto has snow style and it seems Menma and Mito are trapped in a blizzard, Kakashi said. Damn it, how can he still has so much power? He should be helping his siblings, but he doesn't want nothing to do with them, Tsunade said. And now they can't get free, it might be the end, Yugo said. Menma, Mito, please be alright, Kushina said as she was hoping Naruto might spare them and learn to forgive them and his parents. Fugaku and the Uchiha came back from the hospital as they were upset at this. Fugaku, what wrong? Kakashi said. It's Sasuke, his injury are too severe and because of Sayad Jutsu and her interference he in critical condition, Fugaku said with angry as Makoto is sobbing in tears while Itachi and Izumi were upset at this. Yugo was upset, no furious at what her student did as Kurenai frowns at this. This has gone long enough. Yugo shouted as she left to find Yakumo, making the rest shocked at her angry. This is bad, how can she be so heartless, Asuma said. How unyouthful of her for doing that, and the others she fought, Guy said. That is why I warn all of you about Yakumo power and her hatred of the village, and now thanks to Naruto healing her body and that snake bitch giving her power she has become more dangerous than ever, Kurenai said. We need to seal her and Naruto Charka or place them both in a prison, and what more their daughter Eri will have her mind wipe of those two and the others as her parents and she will live in an orphanage, Tsunade said. Are you crazy? Naruto will kills us if we tried that. Have you forgotten what Minato did and this the result? 10 Kunoichi are dead. Kushina shouted. She right and not forgets Naruto knows sealing and he will protect his daughter even if it means to burn down the village entirely, Kakashi said. I don't care, those two are dangerous, they must be stopped or the world will end, Tsunade said. I agree, my son and daughter suffer so much injuries because of her and now we have no choice but to seal her and Naruto, Makoto said angrily. Makoto, Naruto has the Sharingan, Byakugan and Rinnegan while that Otsutsuki girl has the Tenseigan. How are we going to stop them? Kushina said as Makoto was quiet but still enraged at this. She right, and not to mention Naruto can control all chakra from a person body or more at the same time, we be dead before we knew it, Fugaku said. Cage Pav. It true then that boy has the Sharingan and it, White May said. What more, he has snow release making a big blizzard, Onoki said. He really is a powerful shinobi, if he and those girls leave the village Kumo will have them, I said. Sorry but Kiri will get them first, May said. Even though he has the blood of Yellow Flash, his skills and power are too important, Tom lose as Iwi will have them, Onoki said. Sorry but Suna will have them as we need more powerful shinobi, Rasa said, but Enko influence him to give them to her. Minato, we can't let them go as Naruto has the legendary Rinnegan and has wood-styled Jiraiya said. That might be hard, pervert, consider what that girl told everyone what their Hokage did, they might quit being Konoha shinobi and we can't do anything, Orochimaru said. Minato knew he was right, but he can't let his son go, even he had the right to do this. He will place a seal on him and Yakumo to control them and make them loyal to the village. Naruto, time and time again you still hate your family, I sorry son. But I will place a loyalty seal on you and Yakumo to serve the village, Minato thought. Naruto deactivate his white Sharingan making the blizzard go away as Menma and Mito was frozen a bit until they can feel their legs. You bastard, you almost freeze us to death. Mito shouted with rage. I knew you're dangerous just like your whores and that cursed child who by the way will pay for what she did to Konohamaru, Menma said, but was punched hard to the ground as Naruto glared at him. What more, his weak friends tried to jump her but failed as some Hyuga girl defend her as she is the failure sister Hanabi who has more potential than that stalker whore, he added as Hinata was furious at this. Eri, what happened in the academy, Yakumo said as her power was rising. Mama, it nothing as it was just some boy, and his friends tried to kill me or sabotage my test but I put them in their places every time. What more, this girl named Hanabi, she is worthy enough to test my skills as she and I are rivals, Eri said. That girl, I think I see her before, she had an older sister and cousin, right, Karen said. Yes, and she also the clan heiress since that failure was weak against her younger sister every time, no wonder her family kick her out, Kayla said. Meanwhile Hanabi was happy to hear this as her father went to ask her. Hanabi, what happened in the academy, Hiyashi said as Hanabi told him everything between her and Eri and dealing with some boys and girl, mostly Konohamaru, as Hiyashi was impressed and so the Hyuga clan. Father, I want to train more and use many elements to beat my rival, Hanabi said. Hanabi, are you sure? Hiyashi said as the elders wasn't so sure about teacher elements as the Hyuga clan always use their gentle fist. Yes, as I sick and tired of using our clan gentle fist as it makes us predictable. I want to learn more as my rival is getting stronger while I still do the same thing every day, Hanabi said as her father knew she was right and looked at the elders and nodded. Okay Hanabi, we will train you, Hiyashi said as his daughter is happy and catch up to Eri. I won't lose to you, Eri, Hanabi said. In the academy, Konohamaru and his friends was enraged and angry at this as Iruka knew he might see Naruto and Yakumo again and it won't be good. Wow weakling, you can't beat a girl who is stronger than you, a boy said mocking Konohamaru as he glares at him. Shut your mouth, that demon freak daughter will know her place as my pet, Konohamaru said. Naruto was fighting Mito with wood style as Menma was behind him with the Rasengan in his hand and charged at him. But the Naruto activate his Byakugan and Rinnegan as it was a combine which made everyone shocked at this. Those eyes, what are they? Menma said as Mito was behind him. This is the Rinne Byakugan, as it a combination of the Rinnegan and Byakugan, Naruto said as he uses Shinrit Tensai while see 360-degree vision to hit them. The attack on them was too much for them to dodge as they used the Hiraishin to confuse Naruto. Ha demon, we learned the Hiraishin as well and we trained to improve it, Mito said. It over for you, Naruto, now die. Menma said. That it well them time to use my brand new dojutsu, Naruto said, shocking everyone hearing what he said as he closes his eyes and open and see his eyes are golden and has a whirlpool on it. Menma and Mito was shocked to see this as they didn't realize that they stopped making Naruto smirk and hold them with wood style. That dojutsu, what is that? Menma said. I never seen it before, but that symbol, it looked like whirlpool, Mito said as in the stands Kushina was shocked and scared of her life seeing those eyes as Tsunade was afraid. No, this can't be, how does Naruto has those eyes? Kushina shouted. Kushina, what wrong, you see them before, Makoto said. This is a nightmare, how can Naruto has the eyes of a Uzumaki god? Tsunade said, shocking the whole arena. Uzumaki god, what are you taking about? Kakashi said as the others are baffled at this. It was supposed to be lost through time as the first Uzumaki was a god who has those eyes, it power can make a new world and erase the old world, Kushina said. What, impossible, this can't be true, Asuma said. It true as Arashi and Granny Mito heard and studied to get those eyes but failed as it was impossible to have it, but how does Naruto have it? Tsunade said. Naruto was hearing this and want to explain everything. Well then guess I tell you all, you see I studied my clan history as in the era of the sage there was an Uzumaki who was gifted with powerful chakra and has powerful eyes that make him a true god. It was called the Eyes of Whirlpool, and it said it power can make and control nature at will and bend reality. It can also revive the dead without limits and go to different world. The Uzumaki was my ancestor named Naru Uzumaki as he is Kushina great-grandfather and came to me in a dream while I was training. He told me what happened to his life as me and him are the same. He wanted me to unlock the same eyes as he had, which I trained hard, and it turned out I have them, making me the next Uzumaki god, Naruto said as he was done explaining his ancestor. No, that can't be true. Menma shockingly said while Mito was stunned at this. Yes, it true as our mother has been hiding this for a long time, Naruto said as the twins was looking at their mother who had her head down. Mom, it this true? Menma said, shocked as Kushina knew she had to tell them the whole story. Yes, you too, it true. You see, Naru Uzumaki was the oldest of his siblings but was like Naruto, neglected and unloved until he was granted with that power and changed the Uzumaki clan his own way, as many Uzumaki called him a god and worship him to death. When he did, those eyes of him vanish from existed ever to be seen again. He children tried to active the same eyes but none prevail, making it lost to centuries until now as Naruto Uzumaki is the next Uzumaki god. Kushina done explaining, making the whole crowd shocked at this. What more? Tsunade said as everyone look at her. The eyes of Uzumaki can heal many people, even purify many poisons that I unable to do, and control ancient medic ninjutsu, she said. As at the hospital many doctors including Shizune was shocked to heard this and wanted to learn more about those eyes. Rookies Pav. This can't be true, Naruto a god, Sakura said, shocking. What more, those eyes are from his ancestor who was neglected and unloved like him, Ino said. This is insane, but wait, should Menma and Mito has those eyes as well? Kiba said. No Kiba, didn't you hear? No, Uzumaki can't unlock those eyes as it impossible, and what more, those two aren't Uzumakis anymore since Naruto banished them from the clan, Shino said. What more, Naruto understand the true motto of an Uzumaki than them making him heir, Hinata said as she wishes it was her Menma to have those eyes, not Naruto, and no, she afraid might make them suffer. Saya was shocked to hear this and will get Naruto to be hers and only her. Naruto-kun, those eyes will belong to me as I won't let you have them. It too dangerous for you, Saya said sickly. Guys, I think it too late for Menma and Mito to win, Choji said. He right, Naruto already won this from the beginning, Shikamaru said as the rest are scared. Jun and Pav, that it, Naruto has won this match, Kakashi said. I hate to say this but he right, the eye of the god has appeared and now Naruto has them, Makoto said. Kushina, you and Tsunade do realize you will have to explain this to the council, right, Fugaku said as both nodded. We know, but that not the worst part, those eyes can sense a person emotion and their childhood, which means this village is done for, Kushina said scared as she need to fix this before it all hope is lost. We're fucked, aren't we, right, Asuma said. Yes, royal fuck this village and all this caused Naruto life to suffer and now he might have his revenge, Kurenai said. Well, this might be the end of Konoha, Guy said. I hope Sensei won't do anything stupid or Jiraiya, as knowing those two they might try to do something, Kakashi said. Cage Pav. Unbelievable to think this boy has the eyes of a legendary Uzumaki who is just like him and now has control over all Hokage. What the fuck were you and your village thinking of doing this, Mei said. I agree, have you lost your mind? First Naruto was beloved by Chakra and now has the Uzumaki eyes that made him an actual god, Onoki said. What more, your wife and Tsunade Senju knew something about this and hid it, I said. Rasa was looking at Naruto and knew Anko wanted him, as speaking of Anko, she was shocked to see and hear all this as she wanted Naruto even more. I know it. Anko shouted in her head, Naruto-kun, you're the right choice I pick as your ancestor is the same as you, and to think that bitch and old hag was hiding this piece of information with you and me along with the other Otogakure will be the strongest village ever. She though. Minato was shocked and surprised at this and knew he need to ask Kushina about her family history and this Naru Uzumaki, as that name is the same as his eldest son without the last two letters. Pervert, has the toads heard about this? Orochimaru said as Jiraiya was shocked as well. No Teme, I haven't, as I never heard about the Uzumaki eyes, but if Naruto has them then so can his siblings, Jiraiya said. Wrong, pervert, Menma and Mito aren't Uzumaki anymore, and even if they are, it impossible as no Uzumaki can't unlocked it, as if was true then that girl Karen should have them or Kushina, but it seems it was Naruto since his ancestor is the same as him, Orochimaru said. He right, Naru Uzumaki was the eldest of his siblings but was neglected and unloved till he has the eyes of Uzumaki god, Minato said as he was thinking to convince Naruto to stay here and ask for forgiveness. Karen, is this all true? Hikari said as the others look at her. Yes, but I didn't know about this before. To think the Uzumaki eyes has returned and now in Naruto-kun possession. I knew he is destined to lead the Uzumaki clan as I will be by his side as his queen, Karen said. So are we, but still to think his ancestor is the same as him. Do all Uzumaki neglected their eldest child? Kura said. Never. As this is a law in the Uzumaki clan family above all, as it was the first law in the clan, Karen said. She right, you all saw and heard what Naruto-kun own family did and this is their price, banished and disowned, Kayla said. But still I want to ask Karen, only full Uzumaki can unlock the eyes, right? Yakumo said. Full, half, it doesn't matter if you have even 1/4 of Uzumaki blood, you can try to unlock those eyes, but it will be impossible, Karen said. Papa is awesome, Eri said as stars in her eyes. Back in the arena, Naruto looked at Menma and Mito as both were furious at this. This is not fair, we are the child of prophecy and the children of the fourth, so why we didn't have those eyes as well? Mito said angrily with rage, looking at Naruto. Demon, I demand you give us those eyes at once. Menma shouted, but he and Mito was lifted up in the air as Naruto glared at them. Never. You both are greedy and corrupted, as I will make sure you both feel the pain that you caused me, Naruto said as he slams both down hard, making them cough of blood. Stop this please, Menma begged, but he was thrown across the wall while Mito was being held by 20 shadow clones that Naruto made as they beat Mito to a bloody pulp, making her screams and begs to stop. Stop, no more, Ni-san please. Mito shouted as Naruto ignore her and walk in front of Menma, making him scare. What wrong, Menma, where all that bravo you had, Naruto said as he grabs Menma and punch him hard then kicks him too submissive. Then to everyone horror, Menma was puking blood and 10 of his teeth came out, dropping on the ground. Kushina and Minato was crying to see their children being tortured as Jiraiya and Tsunade was enraged at this. Hinata was crying to see Menma getting hurt as Ino was scared at Naruto brute power. Naruto looked at Mito who was crying in pain and begs Naruto to stop. Nissan, please stop, we sorry we hurt you, please brother I beg of you, Mito pleads with tears in her eyes. But Naruto uses Shinra Tensei to send her flying hard to the wall as it makes cracks. Stupid bitch, now them, Naruto said looking at Menma, who is awake. Menma, there's something you should know about that failure Hinata, as I saw her and Kiba kissing each other at the park while you weren't there, Naruto said as everyone was in shock hearing this while Hinata and Kiba was busted, and everyone look at her. Hinata, is this true? Ino said. Kiba, tell me this isn't true, Choji said. Both didn't say anything as it was proof that they did. Naruto look at the crowd and smirk, it true everyone, the failure not only disgrace her clan and public shame, but she also betrayed her true love for her teammate, as I have proof, Naruto said as he shows an image jutsu to everyone, and this what shocked them. Hinata was kissing Kiba behind Menma back and told Kiba Menma wasn't good in bed and he was weak against his elder brother as the image stop. The Hyuga clan was furious at this, mostly Hiyashi and Hanabi, as in the Hana was upset at her brother action and wanted to kill him. Kurenai was embarrassed to see two of her students would do something like this, as she was also angry at Naruto to show this to the public. Menma was on the ground crying to see his Hinata-chan do this to him as he saw Hinata crying. Menma-kun, I swear it not what it looks like, but had to dodge a kunai from Menma as he throws it at her with rage. You fucking whore, I did everything for you and you do this to me, it over between us, go fuck that bastard dog, and Kiba I will kill you after that demon is dead. Menma said as Naruto smirk. Please, you're weak and it seems Mito is still alive, Naruto taunt as Mito rush at him to killed but was grabbed by Naruto and threw her to Menma as both are injured. Well, this guess I should finish this up as I have better things to do, Naruto said as he Uzumaki eyes made as huge giant Kyuubi no Yoko of fire, making both of his siblings scared. We can't give up, Mito, Menma said. Right, let do it, Mito said. Both made the Rasengan and combined it to make it massive. Naruto was shocked to see those two made a massive Rasengan. What is this power? Naruto said, shocking. This is the power of the fourth children and the child of prophecy. Mito shouted. This is the end demon, now burn in hell. Menma said as the crowd are cheering for those two to win, but Naruto was smirking. You fool, have you forgot my power? Naruto said as he orders the giant Kyuubi to destroy it as it made a tail beast bomb of fire and destroy the massive Rasengan, shocked everyone, even Menma and Mito, as both are out of chakra. No, this can't be the end, Mito said, crying. How can we beat him? He has all the power in his hand, Menma said. The crowd look at their heroes in despair as Naruto came up to his siblings as the two look at him with tears in their eyes. Nissan, please don't go, don't leave us, Mito begs. Aniki, please, as we are sorry for everything we did, we're family, Menma said as this made Naruto angry as the snake seal was active and giving him more power, shocked the two. You dare say that to me, worms? We were never siblings as you two, or so-called parents, and this village made my life hell as I have a new family that isn't you. Naruto shouted as he brutal punched them repeatedly until he was done and walk away. The crowd saw Menma and Mito blooded and broken as they were unconscious. Genma seeing this and nodded. The winner of the last match is Naruto Uzumaki, Genma said as the medics came and take those two to the hospital. Kushina and Minato was shocked to see their kids lost to Naruto as they were saddened to see their family broken, while Jiraiya and Tsunade was upset that their student lost and now it all over for them. Naruto made it to the stands as he was upset and furious but sees his friends and daughter hugging him. Naruto-kun, it okay, please calms down, Sonya said. Those monsters are gone, you're safe now, Karen said. She right, Papa, it okay, Eri said. Naruto was happy to see his girlfriends and daughter care for him as he calms down. Thank you all. Oh, and Kayla here, Naruto said, giving Kayla the jar that has Kyuubi chakra as it was full. Thank you, Naruto-kun, Kayla said. I also add a part of Sonya's soul into it to make sure it works, Naruto said as Sonya nodded. I hope this works, Sonya said. It will, Kayla said as Zetsu came out from the shadows as Kayla give him the jar. Zetsu, make sure you don't screw up as mother needed, Kayla said as Zetsu nodded. What about the one tails? Zetsu said. We will handle it for now, go, Kayla said as Zetsu left. Rookie's Pav. That is Naruto, one, Shikamaru said. But still, Hinata, how could you? Ino said as Hinata was crying her eyes out while Kiba was punched in the face by Choji, who had an angry look on his face. You bastard, Menma was our friends and you betray him. Choji yelled as Shikamaru and Shino hold him back. I sorry I mess up big time, but I didn't mean to, Kiba said, but had another punch from Shino, who was glaring at his teammate. Kiba, you disgust me, Shino said as the rest look at Kiba and Hinata with a glare. Menma-kun, please forgive me, Hinata said. Junin Pav. This is bad, Kushina. Those eyes are part of Uzumaki history, and it now belongs to Naruto, as he might leave this village with those eyes, Tsunade said, making Kushina scared. I need to look for my son and ask for forgiveness or spare this village and take it out on me, Kushina said. Guys, we have more problems, as what Naruto did to think Kiba and Hinata would betray Menma for this, Kakashi said. That bastard, how can he show this to everyone, and now the Hyuga clan and Inuzuka clan will be mocked, Kurenai said angrily. Hinata was kicked out of the clan for everything, and now this might be even worse for her, Yugo said, coming in with an angry look on her face. Yugo, what wrong? Have you talked to them? Makoto said. No, as they push me out before I get to take to them, but I sense 3 people who with them but was invisible, Yugo said. What, who are 3 people that with them? Kushina said. I don't know, but I think they outsiders are working with Anko, Yugo said, as everyone was shocked to hear this. We must find Naruto and quick before she gets him, Asuma said. Cage Pav. Anko was happy to see her lover win, and now the time has come as she signals her shinobi to attack, as it was a huge boom in the village as it looks like snakes everywhere. What going on are those snakes? I said. Orochimaru, is she here? Jiraiya said as Orochimaru nodded. Hokage, we need to evacuate everyone quick, Orochimaru said, but he and Jiraiya was sent flying off the cage stand as Minato and the others saw Rasa attacking them. Cage, what is the meaning of this? Minato said as Rasa say nothing and orders his shinobi to attack. The village walls were destroying as Suna and Otto Nin has invaded Konoha and destroying everything. Gaara and his siblings start their plan as they separated and attack all village weak. Minato and the cage tried to stop them but was transported to a random building as the Sound Ninja 4 arrived and made a 4-pillar barrier jutsu to trap the 4 cages with Rasa. They also made a barrier for themselves in case they were attacked. In the barrier, Anko has arrived from the shadows with Gurren with her. Hello Hokage, it been too long, Anko said, smirky, making Minato glare as the cages was shocked. Cage, are you working for her? I said as Anko laughs. He won't hear you as I place him under my control so I can make Suna obey my orders, Anko said. Anko, why are you here for revenge? Minato glare as the others were confused. What do you mean? Hokage Mei sad as Anko was laughing hard. Oh, did the Hokage tell you? As I here for 2 things. First is the destruction of Konoha and take one of his children, and second my family power that you in this village stole from me, Anko said as she summoned the Edo Tensei to revive the first and second Hokage. Now then, 4th Hokage, today this village will fall, Anko said as the battle of Konoha will begin. That's all for my now. If you enjoy, then please like, share and do comments.